Hey, Rich Kid Retro here, back for part 2. So I'm not sure if I'm going to join part 1 with part 2 and maybe part 3 all together or do them separate. So I actually found the Pikachu hat. So this was also one of my trades in. This was like £10 and I literally couldn't say no. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, I expected the guy to say 20 quid or something stupid. But he said £10. I thought, yeah, brilliant. Okay, so I've basically done traded all my stuff in on the way up. Driving up to Manchester. I got to Bristol probably about 1:30, which is just the perfect time I want, you know. So yeah, normally takes probably about 3 or 4 hours, but the traffic was killing me. Getting to Gloucester was okay. Cheltenham was fine, but after that, I guess the Midlands when the M5 hits the M6 and like the road from I don't know, I guess from London from the M4. Man, it was just like just absolutely stupid, absolutely stupid. The stupid like variable speed limits when they suddenly go to 40 and everyone's like slamming the brakes up, going to the 40 and then everyone's like, then you like literally sitting there for about half an hour like nothing's happening, and then suddenly they sort of turn off and it says end and then everyone's like back up to 80 miles an hour. I'm like, what the fuck? This is just honestly stupid. It was killing me, absolutely killing me. So yeah, I finally got past mainly the Midlands, where like the Wolverhampton, it was all fine. Then I thought, oh fuck it, let's do this. There must have been 2 or 3 roadworks as well, just average speed checks as well, 50 miles an hour. Didn't see one workman. You know, you thought they'd be working at 1:30 on a Friday to about 3 or 4, and then they'd probably go home for the weekend. But no, didn't see one workman. Fucking ridiculous. Bloody ridiculous. Getting past, I guess, Wolverhampton, and then all the way to Manchester. The sat nav says, I think it was like an hour and 10 minutes. That journey probably took about 2 hours, 45 minutes, just stopping and starting, the stupid signs, 40 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour. At one point I was like, oh, I'm well hungry, I need some food. But I thought, nah, I just want to get there, get there over and done with. So it must have been probably about 5 o'clock actually. I'm still like, apparently 45 minutes away, but that bit took about 2 hours, so I didn't get to the hotel till about 7:15, half 7. But yeah, I remember just literally thinking, do I get some McDonald's at the next service station? I thought, nah, I won't bother. And then the toner was like off there, and I just literally parked there, and I waited there for about half an hour. And I'm literally thinking, I could have been in there, probably got McDonald's, came out the other end, and still would have been ahead of myself. It was just like, it was absolute chaos. If you just leave people to drive how they want, if people want to do 80 miles an hour, let them. All other people do 40 miles an hour, that'd be fine, and that sort of spreads out the traffic. But when everyone's doing 40 miles an hour, I guess everyone's slamming their brakes down, it creates like a caterpillar. 40 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour. Caterpillar for like 10 miles. If they just let everyone drive how they want, it'd just be so much easier. But they don't think that, do they? It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, so finally get to Manchester. Pretty pissed off. Message Pete, alright mate, he's in the same thing. Oh yeah, there's like an accident. I don't know if I told him my last video. There's like an accident, like 5 cars in front of me. Someone in the back of someone, just like in the middle lane. And I'm literally thinking, oh my god, quickly, and everyone's just like indicating, trying to go around. Not thinking, oh, if the guy's okay, it could be like dead people in the car or whatever. Everyone's just like, let's get around it as soon as possible. And then like 5 minutes later, the thing flashes, accident. I'm thinking, oh, hopefully that's accident. But there was like a different accident because there's some kind of lorry, like a 4x4 who crashed into each other. This in like, I guess, not quite the hard shoulder because we were using the hard shoulder. There's sort of the hard shoulder. It was just absolute chaos. Absolute chaos. Because obviously everyone's just like so close behind each other. And then like slamming the brakes down and stuff. People are gonna crash. And there's people weaving in and out for fun. Do they do the outside lane? Do you do the middle lane? People coming out obviously from towns, villages and like cities, like actually coming onto the motorway. Is it best to be in that lane, Oh, and everyone's just weaving in and out, and in the end I was thinking, I'm just going to listen to my mini discs and just chill. Chill. That's just right, and some muffins and just chill. Yeah, but finally got there, phoned Pete, he said to check in, I'm like, oh cool, let's check in. Open my boot and I'm thinking, okay, I took out my video games, I'm thinking, shit, where's my suitcase? Look in the back of the car, shit, where's my suitcase? And I left my suitcase at home. I can't believe I left my suitcase at home. after leaving at like 9:30 and getting there at 7:30, so it's like a 10-hour like drive, like, you know, 10 hours ago. I left my fucking suitcase at home. I literally, when I opened the door when I got home, it was like the suitcase was just there, like boom. So I'm there like fucking stinking with my fucking. I'm normally have my like going to the event driving outfit and going back driving outfit. So I already had them in the car. So I always have like different outfits for when I'm driving. So I was able to change a shirt and like change my shirt and that, yeah, and change my jeans. So that was okay. But literally, I was like, oh my god, it's like the end of the world. But luckily, the next day of the event, I was able to buy some t-shirts and buy some stuff. So yeah, so Pete probably, yeah. What time did he turn up? Probably about 8, half 8. All right, mate, how you doing? Yeah, because I did have a free hotel Saturday night, but when I like phoned up Katsu, he said the hotel was so far away. It was like 11 miles or something, and it was just, yeah, and it was like a 40 quid taxi. So I thought, sod that. I may as well pay Pete for both nights. Actually stay when it's only like a 5-minute, 6-minute taxi ride. Yeah, so yeah, it was probably about 7:30 actually they came in, so I must have got there about 7:15. Yeah, because I was listening to One Extra, and Charlie Sloth was on, yeah, so I must have got there about 7:15 actually. And Pete probably turned up 45 minutes later. So I got in there, had a shower and everything, and oh, thank God for a shower. Put my semi-clean clothes on, apart from my boxers. I'm literally like staring at the bed thinking, I normally have my like sleeping shirt, I normally have my drinks, I normally take my own little like pillow, my own little duvet cover that I just literally just put around the hotel duvet, and I'm literally like, no towel. I'm thinking my OCD literally just pacing up and down like a crazy man, like my OCD is going into meltdown right now. But yeah, I was able to chill. So yeah, had a shower, they came along, I guess they had a shower, I probably had a little half an hour little nap, like, they're absolutely knackered. The back of my clutch, my left foot was just hurting for fun because there's non-stop clutch control. You could just smell everyone else's like clutches just fucking going. When you went on the motorway, it was just honestly chaos. I can't believe. I guess it was Playexpo, so everyone's going up for the event. There's like some kind of random like card event as well actually at the Expo. So you had them like the world or the UK like. It was Vanguard UK Championship or something. Then you had the rugby at the Manchester City Stadium. So yeah, and it was, you know, I guess it was busier than normal, but I hear it was like that every Friday night. I'm thinking, oh my god, if you live down south and you have to drive all the way up on that road every Friday, it would just do my head in. Anyway, yeah, so we went to the Trafford Centre. We got a taxi driver, yeah, he took us over the Trafford Centre. I think it was about £7, £7.50, so that was the cheapest we got it for the taxi. We went up with Gus Newton, loads of other guys. So yeah, it was pretty funny. I'm like, yeah, I know where I'm going. Yeah, I know where the Weatherspoons is. And I was thinking, what the hell? Literally go around circles and realise he was actually upstairs above us, but we had to go somewhere to go up and then look around again. I'm thinking, it should be here somewhere. Yeah, pretty lost, but we finally made it. A few YouTubers were there, some new YouTubers I haven't seen before. So yeah, so it was really good. So a bit of a nightmare journey, getting up there, but we finally made it. Burger and a pint. Bloody hell, it's expensive up north, innit? The Weatherspoons is well expensive. Pints are more expensive. I thought it was supposed to be cheap up north, you know? Yeah, so lots of guys from the YouTube community. Like I said, I was able to speak to some new guys. What else? Yeah, but the Trafford Centre was so busy. I saw more beautiful women literally in that like 20-minute walk than I've seen in Cornwall like all month. The shops are still open, so it's just well crazy. I'm thinking, oh my god, in Cornwall the shops close like 4:30 on a Friday, on a Saturday. But the shops seem to be still open to like 11, half 11, like still busy. Yeah, we must have went to the arcade probably about 11. There's still people like shopping and stuff. I'm like, oh god, I'm in a completely different world up here. Yeah, so some guys were talking about the new Star Wars machine that's like 30 grand and that. You've probably seen other people's videos. And it was actually in the arcade. I forgot what the arcade was called. Maybe Fun Arcade or just the arcade that's actually in. We're trying to say it was actually there. And I'm like, oh, awesome. So everyone's sort of like queuing up, just going in there. It was pretty good. I put it on easy, so I sort of completed it. And then, then I guess it's like high score. So you pay £2 for literally like 2 minutes. I remember putting a quid in, it said in the corner, 1 credit. So I'm literally pressing the button, go, pop, 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 pop. Thinking, why is it go 1 credit? Put another quid in, it said 2 credits, and I like press it and it goes 0 credits. I'm like, what? Guess it takes 2 credits to play. Messed up. But yeah, it was really good. I think that they had the sort of same machine next door, but I think maybe it was Afterburner or something, or maybe not Afterburner, but some kind of Ace Combat or Air Combat look-alike. So yeah, but that one wasn't given as much love. But as soon as we got there, the guy goes, "Can you take your cap off?" And I'm like, "Who, me? Take your cap off?" I'm like, "What the hell?" So I was like, "Why am I taking my cap off?" Seriously. Okay, my name's Rich Kid Retro, I'm from Cornwall. Now you know who I am. If I started smashing the place up a glass of people, you know who I am. So I had to turn my cap around. Little Cyber Snake. He had to turn his cap around as well, I think. We took it off, yeah. So we had a few beers. There's also Steve from it's Stephen Smith. I guess he's from Retro Collect. Everyone knows Retro Collect. Does the Retro Collect stand. He's on Facebook and everything. He was there with a few of his mates, so we had a good. Alright, Gaz as well. Lost Ruin from Twitter. So that's Gaz. Is it Gaz Blackhouse or something? Black Brick House? I don't know, something like that. Don't know your second name, mate, but I just know you called Gaz. So yeah, so we had a good chats with them. We played a good game of Killer. So ain't Sneaker. He's clearly good at pool, so he sort of stitches us all up to play. We were all like a bit drunk. Stitches us all up to play bloody to play Killer. And he clearly was thinking, I bet he's pretty good. He's gonna clearly win. And he did. He took all the money. But one of Steve's mates, I don't know if it's his brother or not. He was sort of bragging. He goes, "Oh, I've got a YouTube channel. I do like filming of hardware." And he started talking about, yeah, I set up a Patreon and people were sending me money. And literally I'm there with a beer like, people, what, you advertise, you do Patreon, do you? I go, mate, you should do it for the love of it, not for the cash. Literally like his face was like, It was just so funny. He's like, literally giving me evils. And like, mate, you should do it for the love, you know, obviously if you can't afford the hardware, just save up and buy it, you know, you shouldn't be using other people's hardware, you should share your love of the game, you know, love of retro games and stuff like that. And I literally just ripped into him for about 30 seconds, and after that he was pissed off for the whole weekend at me. It was well funny. I guess we did make up, I guess, on the Saturday. I just say, alright mate, trying to say hello to him. But yeah, Pete was laughing his head off. He was just doing many little rants to himself and to Steve, like, "Oh, the fucking dickers over there," and we're like just laughing. But yeah, I guess he's a good lad. I guess we need to get him to know him more. I was just sort of like joking, but he sort of like took it the wrong way. And then we played Killer, and he was actually after me in Killer. So if you never played Killer, basically it's just you just got one shot, pop the ball, you get 3 lives. If you miss, you get 3 lives. You pot a ball, that means you sort of pass the. I don't know how to explain it. Right there. There's a pool table. you pop, you get 3 lives. If you miss a ball, you lose a life. So yeah, so all you need to do is pop 1 ball. So it's not like when you normally play pool when you try and set up yourself to go on to the next ball to do the second pot. So sometimes you just literally just pot it and then just leave it in a stupid position so the next person behind you can't actually pop the ball. So they lose lives. And he was behind me, and every single time I didn't leave him with a shot on at all. He was getting well pissed off. Well pissed off. He's like, "Oh, I don't know what to do here." I'm like, "Why don't you ask some advice and some cash from your YouTube followers, mate, on Patreon?" Literally looked at me and Pete were laughing our heads off. Literally, he was so pissed off for the whole weekend. But yeah, I did sort of speak to him. I tried to speak to him for a couple of minutes on the Saturday. "Alright mate, how you doing?" Trying to be friendly and that, but he sort of ignored me. But I think he said more to me on the Sunday. But yeah, it was quite funny. Yeah, so after that we had a few beers, and then it must have been about 2:30. Yeah, we left. Ate Sneaker. He he took the money. I think he won 8 or 9 quid. So yeah. So but he's just, to be honest, when you pay pool and you only pay a quid, I probably just got just as much shots as I did from playing against someone, and then we paid like 1 or 2 quid each anyway to play. So yeah, it was quite good. Just by the travel centre, there's like an Asda. 24-hour Asda. My nearest 24 Asda is like, what, 45 minutes, like an hour away. And in the Asda was like McDonald's. I'm like, what the fuck? Literally going there, and it seemed to be like just as busy as like my Morrison's, where I work in the supermarket, at like 10 o'clock in the day. It was just as busy as that, like in like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what the hell? I live in a different world, man. This is crazy. People walking on full trolleys, and people shopping like this time of night. Sort that, man. Get some sleep or have some few beers. But yeah, went into McDonald's. They didn't have any Sprite or didn't have any lemonade. I'm like, what? You lemonade? Literally about to cry. So I had some water. Well, funny. So just had some water. I'm like, great. Never had, I have water with sometimes with like a sit down meal, but never with my McDonald's. Yeah, so we got the taxi back. The guy didn't know where to go. We told him our hotel, which is only literally about 10-minute drive away. He didn't know. I'm like, mate, don't you know your knowledge? Literally ripping into the taxi driver. Not for the first time for the weekend, but yeah, just ripped into the taxi driver. Don't you know your knowledge, mate? What the hell? We gave him the postcode, and we finally got there, and then just I crashed. I think Pete crashed as well. Or did he go next door? Where the other two guys we were staying with. Sorry about you if I forgot your names, but yeah, you two were well funny. That was really funny. Yeah, they were up to about 4, I think. So yeah, so I had really good sleep. Already got up for about 8:30. Had a shower already. Yeah, all ready to go to Playexpo. So we booked a taxi. Seemed to take forever to get there. The other two guys, they sort of took a bit long to get out. So we were sort of waiting the taxi for about 5 minutes. Like, we gotta get there. Finally get to the event. Say, oh my god, the traffic was a nightmare. Some kind of baby event next door as well. So yeah, so it's busy. So we just got dropped off at Asda. I think they had like a McDonald's breakfast. And I'm literally just I want to get over there. So we walk over there and I'm thinking, oh my god, look at the queue. I'm like, look at the queue. And then Pete had the tickets for the other two guys. So it was like, oh no, I better just draw the back of the queue. And I thought, oh, I'm going to try and get in it. Try and sneak in. This must be about 9:45. And people, they were sort of letting people in. Yeah, it must be about 5 to 10. So like a massive queue. So I walked and phoned up Katsu, let me in. And he was sort of, I think he must have been busy or something like that. So yeah. So I literally just stood there thinking, as I'm standing here waiting, I'm actually like in the queue to sort of hand over the sheets and they give you the pound. So I thought, oh, I might as well just do that while I'm waiting for Katsu. So I did that and then literally joined the queue. And then the guy was like, oh yeah, you have to go all the way there. So they literally go all the way here and like join the queue. And I thought, oh, what the hell? And then I saw some of the guys from the previous night. I thought, hey, let's go there. I forgot your name, but you do the high score challenges. So I thought, oh, alright mate. Literally just pushed into near the front of the queue. 2 minutes later, fucking in Playexpo. I'm like, get in. And then Katsu was sort of looking for me. He's like, oh, where are you, mate? I think, I'm in, mate. I've got myself in. So I missed out like probably half an hour queuing. Brilliant. Yeah, first thing we did was trying to find the Retro Collect stand because Katsu wanted, he was Retrograde Gamer. Right next to the Retro Collect stand. He wanted to borrow some N64 controllers. So so I gave them to him and then just went round, purchased some shirts. Because I needed some shirts. I had my little red jacket, but I had like my man boobs hanging out, so I didn't actually have a shirt underneath. But I knew, so it was well funny. So I knew I was going to buy some shirts. So I think I got these. I can't even remember. Got that one. Come to the dark side. We have cookies. I love cookies and ice cream. I don't know what my other one is. Zelda one. And my other one, actually, because I might be in the wash, actually. Yeah, walked around for a bit more. I thought, drop the controllers off, and then I thought, yeah, let's go and find anything to buy. Everything was so bloody expensive. It was unreal. I guess the conventions, it isn't more expensive, but it seems games at like £20 maybe 2 or 3 years ago, even like 1 year ago, they're now 38 quid, £40. Games that were £20 like 5 years ago, they're like 80 quid. Everything's gone up. I guess the prices for the conventions have gone up, if you know what I mean, because it's gone to a bigger place. So yeah, I heard it's like £180 for like square foot table, and some of the traders got like 3 or 4 tables, so it is a bit higher than normal. So, but yeah, it was bloody expensive. But there's some little traders had like 1.5 tables and stuff like that. Even like I said, when I was selling PlayStations for 15 quid, some guy had PlayStation 1s just unboxed for like 20 quid. He was selling them for fun. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, ridiculous. When did PlayStations get something 15 quid? What the fuck? Next time I go to Carboot, I'm just going to pick up shitloads of them, man. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But there was one store, sometimes I always look under the tables, because sometimes you find the bargains actually underneath the tables. And it was just, so I picked up another Sonic duvet cover. So it said 18 quid. I think I got it for 16 quid in the end. It's the same guy that I got from London TV Film Comic Con that I got the Zelda one. So I thought I'd get this one just to put in the cabinet. So I was happy with that. So I remember buying them and the t-shirts. What else did I actually buy? I think that was about it. Oh no, yeah. And there were some cables and other stuff. So I guess these look like GameCube cables, but you can use them for Super Nintendo. I think Wii as well, and they were like £2 each, but I got them all 3 for £5. So I needed some cables. Definitely needed some cables. So I was happy to pick them up. And they're sort of like official Nintendo. Was it? 2 of them official Nintendos, 1 unofficial. So you can buy them off eBay for a couple of quid each, probably free post and whatever. They all seem to be the unofficial ones, so I thought I was just happy just to pick them up. Yeah, I played a bit of board games. I only went on 1 or 2 arcades, so yeah. And then I'm literally just walking around on my own thinking, I haven't seen anyone for the YouTube. Anyone. Pete said hello, and so he did a bit of shopping. I think I did a bit of shopping. We were all like, just weaving in and out. Went over the Retro Collect, played a bit of Bomberman. And I'm thinking, where's the YouTube? They're like, where's the bar? And they're like, oh, the bar's in the corner over there. So I thought, okay. So I thought, yeah, just go to the loo first, because the loo was like there, the Retro Collect's down there. So I went to the loo, and I'm thinking, where's the loo? And then I walk in there, and I'm like, what the hell? There's like women in here as well, and guys. It was like a unisex one. I was like, what the fuck? What the hell? This is fucking weird. So they go in there, going for a piss. And suddenly I hear like fart noises in the next cubicle, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, get out, like, wash my hands, and look in the mirror, and like, then like a cosplay woman comes out, and I literally laughed to myself, looking at the mirror, thinking, what the fuck? Thinking, you were doing the shit, making fart noises. That's what I wanted to say to her, but I'm literally walking out, laughing my head off, thinking, what the fuck? Thinking, I'm so hungover, did that really happen? Thinking, what the fuck? Then look back at it, this big, like, big grey toilet, it says unisex toilet. I'm like, okay. Thinking, that's a bit messed up. So I looked at some of the board games and see, do I buy a board game, do I not buy a board game? And they seem to be really overpriced as well, I guess they're little shops as well, so you can probably save, sometimes up to 30-40% on Amazon. So sometimes you think, do I support them, pay 30 quid, or I could just do it, or buy it £22 on Amazon. So I thought, now I'm just going to save my money. I'm trying to spend as little money as possible. Got a few bills to pay, just to see what happens. I had a few board games. I spent a couple £100 on board games basically, or £150 on board games. They ain't come through the post yet at the time. So yeah, so I found the YouTube Lala, hooray! Got a beer, I think it was like $4.50 or four something for a pint, and like, oh, it's Stu! So I said hello to Stu. Literally, that's the only time I saw him. Said hello to him, I thought I'd get a pint, probably spoke to him about literally 20 seconds. I never saw you again, mate. I'm like, what the hell? We should be at the bar getting drunk. But I think he was there with his daughter. They just went around, I guess, on the consoles and that, checking out the event. So I thought I would see him later on, but I don't know what time he left. I was trying to look for him about, 2 or 3. The hoot. The hoot. Or the host, Kevin. He was there. So yeah, so I was like, hello, said hello to his daughter, we had a good chat and that, and met some other guys. Retro Chef was there with his brother. We had a good chat, just about retro gaming. And then sort of about half an hour later, sort of everyone sort of like disappeared, and literally didn't see hardly any of the YouTube community for ages. I think I was playing a board game or on the Retro Collect stand, just walking around. And Pete said they were going to Chinese. I'm like, oh, I hate Chinese. I love Chinese women, but I hate Chinese food. So I thought I'd meet up with him later on. And before you know it, it was like literally like 5:30. I'm like, I had 5% battery. I'm like, oh my god. So I messaged Pete saying, I guess I'll go, I'll meet you at Asda at 6. And he messaged back saying, 5:30? I was like, okay. And so I'm sure when I went to press it, my phone turned off, but I actually did send it saying, okay. But I did ask a couple of the other guys just to message Pete saying, I'm on my way. But by the time I actually left, who did I speak to? I think I spoke to Paul Monahan he used to be on Retro Asylum. He's got his own little podcast now. So I spoke to him for like 10 minutes and I thought, I better get to Asda. And they were just there waiting. Yeah, and then we got a taxi over, back to the hotel. The taxi driver was well funny. He was well fucking shit. They're supposed to be friendly. So literally, I remember just getting in the front with like McDonald's, and we told him where to go, and then we just got in. He just like, I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, are you talking to me? He's like, I'm on the phone. I was thinking, I can see that. I'm like, what are you talking gibberish for, mate? It was so funny. I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking gibberish for, mate? And he literally looked like that and went, I'm like laughing my head off thinking, what the hell? 1 minute they don't know their knowledge, next minute they're not even sociable. Supposed to be a sociable taxi driver. So I thought I'd try and start a conversation with him and be like, it's a rugby tonight, isn't it? He's like, rugby? Yeah, a bit like football, but like, but the ball's like a lemon shape. And he just went like that. I literally started laughing. What the fuck is going on? This is ridiculous. It was just so funny. I think that's what happened. I don't know. I was a bit drunk at the time, but that's what I remember happening. So hopefully Pete can concur what happened. But it's just so funny. Yeah, I got back to the hotel probably about 7, and literally I was absolutely shattered. So I remember this Karate Kid being on, the new Karate Kid with like Jackie Chan, Will Smith's son, and literally just going to sleep. Had a power nap. Had a power nap to like 9:45. Then we got some food. Yeah, and then so I didn't have any more drinks, so I thought I would sober up and yeah, go Carboot the next day. So I got up about 5:30. Went Carboot it. The sort of first Carboot on the way out. I went to. It was obviously pitch black, and I was thinking, I'm sure I got like a Carboot torch. But like, yeah, I got my torch out. There's only 2 cars there, and I'm thinking, oh, surely it must be busy than this. I had a hard time actually pulling into it because there's some roadworks there. So I used to be able to just literally on the dual carriageway, I used to be just pull in, but you have to actually go round the roundabout and come back on yourself and actually come down in this like, I guess it looked like a mini industrial estate. So I guess if you're actually like selling a Carboot, it actually says Carboot sign arrow and it goes into nothing. You sort of can't find it. So when I got there was only like 2 cars. And what did I actually pick up? I remember buying some stuff from there. Oh yeah, I just picked up this. So this was like £1. She was literally pitch black. She bought a box of DVDs. I opened the box of DVDs, and there was like 3 or 4. There were 3 or 4 other guys like literally hugging me, literally going in the box at the same time. I literally grabbed this, another guy was like, I'm like, mate, I'm the one who asked for the box, thinking, bloody hell, this is started your music to go on, man. It was so. It's already going crazy. It's only like literally 2 cars, and the other 4 cars were like traders. So I walked around for another 10 minutes, waiting for more cars to come in, and none came in. And you sort of thinking, oh, my retro spider sense thinks, nah, this is gonna get shit. So there was the main car boot, which I was gonna go to. Got in the car, driving, and soon as I get to like a certain point, I know exactly where to go. So I'm thinking, where is it? I'm thinking, oh yeah, this turning here, and then I knew exactly where to go. Went through this random village. They seemed to have like a Lamborghini or like, I don't know, like Mercedes or Ferrari kind of like dealership in, but lovely part of the country, man. I was like, what the hell? Everyone talks about Cornwall, just outside Manchester. It was fucking lovely place. All red buildings. I'm bloody loving it. Loving it. I'm like, oh, I love to live up here. Awesome. Then I realised the houses are like probably about 300,000 or 400,000 or 500,000, something like that. So I think it was called Chelford Carboot. Yeah. It looks like it moved field, so I'll slow down thinking, this is the field it normally is, but then I could sort of see red lights and like lights in like, I guess like round the bend, so I carried on, and then just went there, and I'm thinking, okay, it looks like it moved field, much better setup as well. So I pulled in, I think I paid £3 to get in. I'm like, what the hell? It's like, it seemed to be like £6 or £7 for like to actually like sell, but it was like £3 to fucking park. I'm like, whoa, £3 to park? You know, laugh. But luckily, I had a £20 note, so I didn't mind giving them £20 note, just as I hope they give me change. So I parked up, got out the car, fucking boom, 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 and I'm telling you, it's literally pitch black, and there's 2.5 rows of cars already, pitch black. At like 6 o'clock, I'm thinking, this is bigger than one of my car boots. Just in the dark at like 5 to 6 in the morning. Literally get my light out. I forgot what order I got this all in, so I'm just gonna basically show it all. At that time, there didn't seem many people sort of like going after the games, literally just me. And then probably about an hour later, there was like another 2 guys looking for games. All the Lego guys seemed to be just asking Lego. Every time a car pulled up, there'd literally be 4 or 5 people surrounding them. Got any gold? Got any Lego? Guitars. I've never heard that one before. Got any guitars? This one guy must have picked up about 15 guitars. He was like, what the hell? He knew one of the traders, and he seemed to be like stacking up just behind like his van. Guitar, 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 guitar. I'm like, what the hell? Is everyone Noel Gallagher up here or what? I was like, what the hell? Why is there so many guitars for sale? It was ridiculous. How many guitars this guy was picking up? Another guy was asking for guitars. He's walking around with 5 guitars. I'm like, what the hell? So that was crazy. But yeah, this one guy said, "Oh, you got any video games?" And the guy was like, "Nah, I got no video games." I'm like, "Got any '90s video games?" He goes, "Yeah, I've got this." And he handed me a Game Boy. I was like, "Oh, cool." And the guy next to him was like, "I just asked you for video games, mate." He was like, "Go mad." I was like, and I kept asking, "Got any '90s video games? Got any like Warhammer? Got any stuff like this?" And I was thinking, "Got any Star Wars?" Yeah, and I seemed to be getting stuff while this guy was getting angry and angry. It was well funny because I guess when a car just pulls up, you ask them, "Got any video games?" They think of PS4, Wii games, I guess like that. But we're sort of after like retro games. That's why I always say, '90s video games. So yeah, so the cars are coming in, and everyone's sort of like the last few cars. And sometimes I thought, oh, if I just stand here, we're all going to try and compete with each other. So sometimes I thought, let's quickly do the first aisle, and I picked up a few stuff, and then do the second aisle. Picked up a bit more and then try and get back to the front. So yeah, did it look like I missed out on anything? Nothing special. I think I missed out on like a Game Boy and some games. I did have my camera with me, but by then the actual card was full. But I've just ordered a new card and some more batteries. So hopefully I'll be able to do videos longer. Just because the batteries, got 2 extra batteries. So I'm gonna have 3 batteries. So I better charge one up when I'm driving. Put it in the back, so yeah, so the GoPro, and have like double the amount of memory storage, so hopefully I'll be filming a bit longer and a bit more. So this is what I got. I don't know where to start. Well, let's start with this one. Well, basically in part 1, I picked up Pirates of the Caribbean, but this was actually the Pirates of the Caribbean set that I actually got. Actually traded in, but the other one was like the one I picked up the Carboot. I think it was like a couple of quid, so I thought, oh, I'll pick up this one just in case the original one didn't have enough cards in, but also it said like 2 random 30 card decks. So I thought if I buy this one, I could have 4 decks to play with instead of 2. So this was only a couple of quid, so I was happy. But the one in the other video was actually the one I picked up the Carboot, and that's the one I actually traded in. Okay. There was a woman selling Warhammer. She's like, she's like £1. I'm like, oh, cool, £1. She goes, nah, £1 a figure. I'm like, oh, for God's sake, £1 a figure. You have a laugh. What else is someone? There seemed to be a guy selling the Xbox as well. I think he wanted 20 quid for like a boxed Xbox. But you can sort of also see their traders. You got any video games on that? He goes, yeah, I got some video games, mate. But you can always tell if they're traders. You're thinking they're all going to be football games, and there were football games. But yeah, I picked up some. There was some Skylanders I missed out on, but I picked up some Skylanders. I guess cards. I don't know what's in here actually. So basically, it's a Skylander box. I think this was only like a quid. And it's actually got collectible cards, and it's got some Ben 10 cards in. Yeah, this is all in different order. So I've got San Andreas, Killzone, random Wii game, I can't even pronounce it. Wii's Adventure. Also picked up Notorious, guess it's like the biography of Notorious B.I.G. and Toy Story 3. Driven to Destruction. Mary Kate and Ashley. Crash Course. Dancer Stage Euromix. Normal Dancer Stage. I think they actually came with this. I picked this up. I think it was a £5 it cost me actually in the end. But it's a PS2 box, but it's got a PlayStation 1 in it. And it's also got a SCART socket cable. But I know I can trade PS1s now. I can sell them for 15 quid, and or trade them in for 8 quid. So I was happy to pay £5 with these random like Dancer Stage games, which I normally sell on my DevCon table for a couple of quid. The woman had the Warhammer. Everything was quite expensive. She does PSP games, but I did get this one in the end. Sonic Rivals 2. I did pay 2 quid for it, so not happy about paying 2 quid for it, but I was happy. Well, I was happy in the end to sort of get it. I also look out for board games as well. But I got Star Wars Annual, 2008. Random Batman the game. This is 1989. It looks absolutely dreadful. Another copy of Lord of the Rings. I seem to see loads of these at car boots, but yeah. I could normally sell them in the UK Games Expo, bring them by like 10 quid or so. But there's so many copies, so I normally put it 10 quid on Friday. It normally sells, but like by like Saturday afternoon, everyone else takes their Lord of the Rings, so it's not really a good game. Well, we enjoyed it, but it's not really a good game. So it's normally like 20, 30 copies, 10 to 15 quid, and they all don't sell. But yeah, I think I got this for it was two quid in the end, I think. Not sure if I filmed me getting some of this, so here's the Game Boy I picked up, £3. The woman said £5. The guy who obviously was a bit pissed off about only asking for video games, they said no, and I said, got any retro games from the 90s? He was sort of like hovering, so she wanted £5. I go, will you take £3 for it? And he's like, yeah, take £3. So it's Game Boy Pocket Yellow, and it also came with 6 golden coins. I also picked up a blue DS, so I think this is DS Lite, which I don't have a blue DS Lite, so I'm slowly collecting these DS's, so I've gone from like not collecting Game Boys anymore, because I've got most of them, to slowly getting the different colours and variations. I did pay £10 for it, so yeah, she wanted, I think it was £20, and she had some games. I'm like, would you take £10 without the charger, because she had 2 DS's, she had an old scratch one, and she only had like one charger with it, but I've got 2 or 3 chargers spare over there, so I was happy to pay £10. Came with some booklets as well, so I was happy to pay £10 for that. Oh yeah, Pete gave me Guardian Heroes. I remember, what it, Playexpo in Blackpool, I remember doing the video thinking, I'm sure I had like a extra game with me, like, yeah, Guardian Stars Heroes. Because I remember when we were doing the trades, was it the Friday or the Saturday? But yeah, I was speaking to look after it because it was only disc only. We actually took it home, but yeah, he was a good lad. And yeah, good lad, and just passed it back to me. Like I said, after everyone sort of like the last sort of like the latest cars are coming, I should say, everyone was like concentrating on them. So I thought, you know, go back to row 2 and 3, go up and down, up and down. And this woman brought out WCW Grudge Match, a little handheld. So I was like, oh, cool. And then like an hour later, I walked past, she goes, oh, we found another one. And it was Spider-Man. And these were 50p each, I can't believe it, 50p each. Loving it. Yeah, the Carboot was sort of like, my Carboots, like, they all seem to be the same type of people, but this Carboot, it's like people with really posh cars, and they must be like, I don't know, like, millionaires or something, to some really nice cars, doing car boots with their kids and stuff. I guess like teaching them, I don't know, cash and stuff like that, selling their stuff instead of like throwing it away. We also had all like the chavs as well, so a mixture of people. So I'm thinking, oh my god, you must be wearing like a fucking £1,000 like bloody furry coat. But then loads of the kids had loads of toys and stuff, so there's loads of people go looking around for toys. This guy, he got so much Lego, it was unreal, so much Lego. All the literally proper sealed Legos, like it was like doing it all the time. And then I saw him like buying some video games. I'm like, oh okay. And next time I saw some Lego, I'm thinking, you know, I'm not bothered about this Lego. If it was like 90s Lego or 80s Lego, I would have got it. But it was sort of, it said 2008, 2009. So I'm like, mate, you after Lego? There's some Lego over here. He's like, oh cheers, mate. But at least I got him out of the way in case he saw some video games. So I was able to get some stuff. I then got these Star Wars prints. I think it was £5 for the pair. So, yeah, Darth Vader. And the attacks, what do you call it? No, the attacks of walkers. Which I'm like, mate, I want to go home and play Battlefield. Because I played Battlefield on the Thursday. I think it was Thursday night. Loved it. That was so funny, Battlefield. No, sorry, not Battlefield, Battlefront. It was just so hilarious. Literally on Hoth, I'm like, mate, that's Luke Skywalker. He goes, yeah, that's Luke Skywalker, isn't it? And he's coming towards it, we're like, I'm like, mate, what the hell? Literally just killed us all. Then we spawned and like killed us all again. Like, what the hell? Skywalker's tearing us up. Literally, let's just grenade him. When everyone's just grenading, we finally killed Skywalker. It was so funny. Brilliant game Battlefront looks like. So it's basically just Battlefield, but with like the Star Wars universe just pasted onto it. Yeah, because it was so dark, I couldn't see much, but obviously I had my light, so I picked up these, and they're actually the official Super Mario outfits. Luigi and Mario. But I thought they were adults, but they're actually kids. Like I said, it was fucking dark. So I saw it saying large. I saw literally saying large. I thought, oh, cool, they're large adults. But actually kids. I put them on, man, they are tight. They are tight to the bulge. My mates was laughing. They literally could not look at me because my bulge was hanging out. But yeah, so I got these spare random kids ones. Well funny. I purchased, yeah, this must have been about £1 or 50p or so. Just a random, I guess it's like a Marvel hat with the old comics on the front. Okay. PlayStation 1. I think this was £2 or £3, but I know I can minimum trade it in for £8 and minimum sell it on my table for £15, so I was happy to pick this up. Okay. What else have I got over here? Oh, giant Spider-Man. I actually got this Spider-Man first, and it's literally just, look at the size of him. So I actually filled up like half my Morrison's new reusable bag, and I was carrying on this idiot for the whole of the Carboot. But it is a 2004 one, so I was happy to get a 2004 one. I was carrying him. He was like, every time I put my bag down, literally his head was like in the dirt. It was ridiculous. Also, it must have been about 8 or 9 times I'd put my bag down, and then like literally pick this up, and there'll be people looking in my bag. And I would literally stand there laughing, and look at him like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, that's my bag. Sorry, mate. And then I'll be looking again, and then like literally 30 seconds later, someone else will come along and look. And then the guy who was actually selling me, I don't know what it was he was selling me, sorry. I think it was actually the Batman game. He was laughing as well, because mate, just stay here, because everyone seems to be coming over, looking at your bag, and then looking at my table. I'm like, bloody hell, fuck off. It was bloody crazy. Okay, I picked up these random things. I wasn't going to, but I had obviously some cash left. I took a punt on them. Not too bothered about them. But yeah, but as soon as I picked them up, I had 3 or 4 people just behind me, just hovering. I'm like, okay, what are they hovering for? So I think I got these for 2, 4, 6. I think I got these all for £10, but I'm not quite sure what they sort of are. I don't know. Basically, they're Disney's Pixar's treasure collectible cards. So you got Disney characters from Pixar Studios. All these little things. I can imagine it was a bigger box this big, and you had like a little cards. So basically, they're just little figures, really. I did actually look on eBay. Oh, if you can see me, I did actually look on eBay. Like, was it last night? And the same set were actually for sale and didn't sell for about £20. It seemed to be the exact same set in a row, and it was actually within like 10 miles of where the Carboot was. So I thought, this must be the same people. So I think she tried to sell them for £20 and took them to the Carboot, and I purchased all of them for £10. Because she didn't want 15 from them. I'll give you £10. I'm like, they're missing the cards. I think that's about it. Yeah, that is about it. So much different Carboots. Yeah, there wasn't, to be honest, there wasn't much there, and what was there seemed to be pretty expensive. So there was loads of there was a nice Warhammer which I wanted to buy, but she wanted £1 a figure. I said, you know, I'll give you. There's probably about 30, 40 figures there. I go, well, the best I can do is just give you £10. She's like, nah. And I went back to her probably 3 or 4 times, like, oh, no. And even at the end, I'm going now, you know, I'll give you £10. You know, it's literally, what, 8:45, 9 o'clock. No one else has purchased them. And she's like, no, I want to quit a figure. And I'm like, okay. And I just, and then I just left them. What else I was meant to pick up some ball games as well. I completely forgot about them. They were £3 each in the beginning of the car boot. And I went back, and she dropped them to £2. She goes, oh, you come back in half an hour and they're not sold. You can have them for £1. But I forgot. I completely forgot to go back. But yeah, so there were some like, random, I guess, MB Parker board games from the 90s. Some of them I haven't seen or even played before. So yeah, some random kind of skeleton on a fucking pirate ship or something like that. It was, yeah, I don't know. It wasn't quite Pop-Up Pirate, but it was skull bones or something like that. But yeah, completely forgot to go back. Well, so yeah, just everything seemed to be so expensive up there, but I'm happy with what I got. So yeah, it was good. Oh yeah, I've got these as well. like I said in the morning, it was pitch black, and I remember, where did I get the Star Wars? What was it? Oh, the Star Wars prints. Like I said, I got them for £5, and it was from like a young guy and girl. And I said, yeah, I'm always after Star Wars stuff. And he goes, oh, I've got figures at home, mate. And I'm like, okay. And when I leave the Carboot, I was doing my final walk, and he goes, hey mate, I found those figures. But they're not exactly big figures, but yeah, here they are. I think I paid £3 or £4 for the lot, so I was well happy. And they actually are like a random kind of skirmish kind of cardboard game. And I've got the cards here with all their stats. So, 2005 and also 2009. So I was happy. So sometimes even if you just speak to the guys, you know, you're just like, and after this, they're still like unpacking their cars. And yeah, they sort of remember and keep stuff back behind. So yeah, so that's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I also got this, but I can't remember where it's from. Yeah, it's from a YouTube guy. He got some trades out. I didn't have any trades with me. I only had trades on Sunday because they're in the back of my car. But he bought some. I think I was going to trade with Retro Chef. I don't think they actually did any trade. And this guy said, "Oh, I really like your channel." I'm like, oh, "Cheers, thanks, mate. Is there anything you want?" I go, "Well, there's only really this thing. You know, how much you want for it?" He goes, "Oh, you can have it. So cheers, mate." well happy. I think I even had this in my pocket with like the light on my head shining around everywhere, and I was like using this and the light as well. So cheers, mate. Yeah, I really appreciate all the love and support on the Saturday. Must have been good 15 or 20 people coming up saying they enjoy my YouTube channel. They enjoy sort of like us sort of like core group of YouTubers as well. And we all talk about each other, about love our games, and respond to each other. So yeah, so loads of them coming up saying they love our channels and that. So thanks, yeah. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks to the guy from from Blackpool. Sorry, I forgot your name, but you bought me a pint. So cheers, mate. I really appreciate it. Thanks for that. But yeah, some of them are really shy. They say, "Yo, I really like YouTube channel." Oh, cheers, mate. Thanks for watching. They disappear. And sometimes I think, you know, I'll try and talk to them and sort of like keep them there and just talk and say, "What do you collect?" And yeah, so good 4 or 5 people where I spoke to, good like 10 to 20 minutes. That's probably why it went so quick actually on the Saturday afternoon, because I was literally just talking to YouTubers and talking about board games. They were talking about my collection, or like obviously talking about their collection, Carboot and stuff like that. So yeah, so I really do appreciate everyone who came up and said hello. Cheers, mate. Yeah, so on the Sunday, it was easy to get back in again, I think. No, I think it was a bit of a queue again. Katsu got me in this time early, so I was able to go straight in. I think it started, was it 10 or 11? But I got there at 9:30, I was able to go in quite early. And yeah, and then just walked around again, I think. I did an interview for Funstock. So yeah, so they did an interview with me, so that was pretty random. So yeah, so they go, "Oh, can we interview you?" I'm like, okay. So yeah, I'm waiting for that video to come up. Also entered the Classic Gaming Championships. Like I said, the reason I got free hotel and free tickets is because I came second in sort of like my heat, and the first person couldn't actually go. So I sort of represented the heat. There was 10 games. Okay, there was Kung Fu for the NES. I think it was Stunt Car Racing or something for the Atari. Wipeout. Tony Hawk's, but it was on the N64 and it was absolutely garbage. Absolutely garbage. So yeah, so out of all the 10 games, there's 15 games they had to do for the year, and all the 10 games they had, not a single one of those games was from my heat. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, not a single one of these games are from my heat. So that was really annoying. And the sort of first instruction was just to go on there, do a time, and then record your time, sort of first time. So I was sort of doing that, and then I sort of noticed people were just literally having 4 or 5 goes on the same goddamn console and getting the best score from them, and then writing it down. I'm thinking, I thought it was supposed to be 1 go. So I did really bad. I don't know, probably came last or second to last, because my first sort of like scores were like literally had like 1 go and that was it, done. But other people were literally doing the same. They were doing Wave Race. There was Wave Race 64. I haven't played that for years. Couldn't do any of the tricks. Couldn't do anything. I saw one guy looking at him thinking, why is he doing it? Literally like keep on retrying. And I'm thinking, what the hell? And I literally just done that 3 times, just like 1 or 2 goes. You get like 3 chances at that. So I did it like 3 chances and then took like the best score for the 3 chances. But this guy, he probably had like 10 to 15 and took the best score from that. I'm like, well, no wonder you got Gabini, mate. What the fuck? some random guy I've never even seen before. But yeah, Tony Hawk's on the N64. Oh, it was you couldn't use the analog. I think down on like the D-pad was just like, it was actually like jump. It was absolutely horrendous, absolutely horrendous. I used to get really high scores on that, but I couldn't get above like, I don't know, was it 50,000 or anything? So yeah, and everyone was moaning about it. There was a TurboGrafx game. I've never played that game before. Yeah, the stock car racing or stunt car racing, whatever. It was like you have to like time it, so you have to do the gears and that. I haven't played that. Probably played it once when I was like 8. Kind of like fucking stalling or something, or just over revving. It was just ridiculous. In the end, after like 5 minutes, they let us have quite a lot of goes in that because it was just hard. So, but yeah, I only went on it 5 minutes. I just like, to be honest, I wanted to go home. I was like tired. It takes 5 or 6 hours to get home. And they're like, oh, you do like your first sort of goes of every game and then come back. Yeah, go away for half an hour and then come back. And I'm thinking, nah, I just want to get it all done. So I was all done by 12:30, 1 o'clock. All my scores were all done, but I think some of the guys came back after like 2, after the break. I guess I just, redid the scores. Yeah, Kung Fu, oh my god, it's such a hard game, but I haven't played that for years. There's so many games I've never played before. What was the other games? Oh, I can't even remember what the other games were. Yeah, Wipeout, but it was like one of the last levels. So if it was not the first level, it'd be okay. So I remember playing Wipeout 2097 all the time, but not the first Wipeout. So it was Wipeout 2097, it was so much better. But it was just Wipeout. I think one of the last levels. Yeah. Wave Race 64, Tony Hawk's, the random TurboGrafx game, which was a shooter. The Atari game, Kaboom. Yeah, I was dreadful on that. Kung Fu. Oh, what were the other 3 games? Popo or something, or Poyo. That was on the PlayStation. Another 2 games that I can't even remember. But I think there was 10 games. There must have been. 10 games, but I can only remember 8. And literally all these games, apart from probably Wipeout, like Tony Hawk's, like even though it was on a different console, and Wave Race, all the other games I don't think I actually like played more than like 1 minute. Yeah, there's a good 5 games there I never even played before, so I got absolutely destroyed. Wave Race, I like just went went over the first jump, crashed and got stuck, and like your score was 150. I'm like, oh my god, that's so dreadful. But I was able to get it up to a few thousand. So yeah, and then just drove home. Really said bye to Pete. I think they left early. I think they left 1 or 2. I left not too long after. I think it's 1:30 actually. Yeah, I think it was 1:30. Then I went to Asda, got McDonald's, put it in the car. Drove home. It was okay, yeah, all the drive was going okay, and then, oh my god, as usual, get to the Midlands, I guess where it goes from the M6 to the M5 or the M4, oh, it was chaos. I was thinking, do I do the M6 toll? Do I do that? And I thought, nah, I won't do that. Oh my god, more chaos. So yeah, it's just stupid average speed checks again. But sooner when I got past the Midlands, down south, it was all fine after that. Cruising home, I was literally like, oh, so tired. Because I was listening to TalkSport. Sometimes actually when I'm at home and put TalkSport or 5 Live on, I sort of like fall asleep. So I was like nearly falling asleep. So I thought, sod it, let's put Spotify on, put some tunes on. And I was listening to the Studio Gimli soundtrack. So I was like loving it, and that actually woke me up in the end. I'm like, oh cool, because I was like struggling. Oh, but yeah, because normally for some reason every time I eat McDonald's, I always seem really tired. I don't know why. But yeah, petrol was real cheap up there. It was like £1.9, and down here it's like £1.19 or something. What the hell? I guess it's got further way to go. But yeah, it was a brilliant weekend as always. I'm happy when we pick up some buys. Just waiting for all the statements and everything to come through to see how much I actually spent. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. So thanks to everyone, like I say, came up and said hello. And I guess it's only going to be a 2-part video because I did plan a 3-part video. But yeah, as you can see, I've moved my board games around. I've had 3 board games here come in. This big one. Then one up there as well. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe not. Kemet. So well happy. I was away So my homies and Collect Plus they dropped it off, and I got dropped it off in this like box that's like a storage box. It's like a garden, yeah, I guess a garden storage box. They dropped it in that, and then I just phoned my mate and said, "Can you go around and check 6 o'clock on Friday and Saturday night and see if there's any packages in there?" And there was, so it was brilliant. This game was like a Kickstarter, so board games are really big on Kickstarter at the moment. You know, they seem to be the only way to sort of fund really, really good board games. And this one's normally like 100 plus game, but a girl was selling it on like a buy sell board game group, and he said he had it for like £100 or swap for Dead of Winter. And I'm like, okay, Dead of Winter is like a £45 game. And I was like, okay, I'm thinking I got that sealed. I haven't even played it yet. So I thought, okay, we do a trade. And that's what we did. So I had a £45, £50 like board game that was sealed that I just swapped for this. So I was well happy. Yeah, so Starfleet Captain, Star Trek Fleet Captains, I'm looking forward to play. So yeah, so I moved everything around. Some of the older board games up there, they've gone to the garage, or they moved down to the bottom. So I'm slowly moving out the old board games. But yeah, so cheers guys, thanks for watching. Please like, share. Yeah, like I say, my camera was full, so on the Sunday, I left my handheld camera, the one I'm actually filming now. I actually left that in my suitcase. So I did not do, what was it, it's like the only year out of like the 4 or 5 years been at Playexpo. I didn't do a walk around video of the event. I'm like, oh great, because sooner when I got in there, when Katsu got me in there like 9:30, 9:45 on the Sunday, there was like no one around. I thought, oh, this is a perfect opportunity to go around and film. Oh, sort of another sort of like information. Sort of rumours are really rife at the moment about replay events. So basically, Gordon and the guys, yeah, Dave, yeah, they've sold their sort of like shares, I guess, actually in replay events. They're the guys originally set up replay events, did our free play, I think, replay at Blackpool, and then obviously Playexpo. So they basically sold their shares and their stakes in the replay events to Showmasters. So Showmasters, they do all like the Comic Cons. They seem to do Comic Cons everywhere now. Before they used to do 1 or 2 a year, but they seem to do 8 or 9. Even Exeter, there's like a Comic Con there. And I think they just did Bournemouth. I think there's a Brighton one. Liverpool, Manchester, literally like Leicester. I think they seem to be going anywhere. So they just purchased, I guess, like the shares. When I was actually talking to, I think it was Gordon, I was like, you know, is much going to change? He goes, not really, nothing's going to change at all. He says, obviously, to put on an event the size of Playexpo, you need to obviously pay for the venue. Before you know it, you're paying like hundreds of thousands of pounds for the event, insurance, promotion, even before you sort of get to the event, even before you sold one ticket. And it's quite a lot of financial commitment for the guys, you know. And they've been doing it, what, must be like six years now. And so they basically sold their stake, I guess got some money for their stake, and the Showmasters are basically just do the financial side, which means they can just concentrate just on the event rather than thinking, oh, well, I need to raise this much money, I need to pay this on time, we need to do this. So I guess a lot of the legal work and financial work is going to be done by those guys, by Showmasters. But they're still, fine everyone is speaking to them, they're still going to be doing the events. So everyone thinks, everyone seen the rumours on Saturday since they think they're going to change the event completely. But there's still going to be arcade, there's still hopefully going to be retro collect, retrograde gamer, loads of consoles, and the traders as well. So hopefully it's still going to be the same. But you never know. But yeah, the guy says they're still going to be involved in it. They're still going to be running the event. It's just all about the financial commitment, you know. They probably got mortgages to pay. They probably got their own little sort of, I guess, like day jobs and stuff like that as well, or small day jobs, part-time day jobs. It's just a weight off their shoulders, you know. They've probably been doing it for a while, and they probably just want to enjoy the event with, you know, less hassle with the financial and I guess like the legal paperwork, I can imagine. But yeah, so hopefully there will be a Play Expo next year. Everyone's thinking, oh, is there a Play Expo? There's going to be one, but there will be. So there's going to be more like signings, I guess. I know Darth Vader was there. There's only 2 or 3 of them this year. I can imagine it might be more. Slowly, I guess all the retro side used to be quite a lot, but it seems to be like around 50% now. But it seems to be more of around an event. You know, they've got the cosplayers, they've got the board games. So it's not just retro game, but still the retro game section, which is quite away from also the rest of it. So yeah, So really good event, guys. You know, if you're watching this, you know, well done. Definitely be going next year, and hopefully be going to Blackpool as well. So hopefully they've done an announcement with Blackpool. I haven't even looked yet. But yeah, cheers. Oh yeah, I think Ian Wall, he actually won the Classic Gaming Championship. And every game I was on, he goes, "You should do this, you should do that." So he was actually telling me what to do. I'm thinking, I'm picking up the controller, and I'm literally like trying to jump, and all I'm doing is like looking at the floor, thinking, "Who's this guy?" Literally like punching, when supposed to be kicking and stuff like that. So he actually knew most of the games anyway. Like, or practicing on the day before, because sometimes, yeah, because there's a competition on the day before the actual, yeah, one of the heats was actually the day before on the Saturday, and this was on the Sunday. It's like the Classic Gamer Championships. But yeah, so the Retro Lords, they actually got to sort of practice on some of them, and I thought, nah, I can't be bothered practice. I'm not going to win anyway. I had too many beers. So yeah, it was really good event. So yeah, so next event that's coming up, I think it's London Gaming Anime Con. So yeah, that's with Katsu at the Metropolitan Hotel. No, Metropolitan University, Islington, just around there, and that's February. So yeah, there's talk of us going to Video Games Live as well in London, and that's March. So I need to book that off first before. Because normally last time I think I purchased 2 tickets, but I need to try and save money. So we need to get together and see if we can all get like 4 tickets, all get the cash together, and get one of us just to buy the tickets in one go. And sort of, yeah, so we all sit in the same row. I think there's 4 of us wanting to go Gashead. So yeah, Gashead, etc. So cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. Whoop whoop.